Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the poem The Laburnum Top, written by the poet Ted Hughes. Ted Hughes was basically an English poet, translator, and a children's writer. He has been considered one of the best poets of his generation and one of the 20th century's greatest poets. He was also appointed Poet Laureate in 1984 and he held the office until his death. Let us continue and try to understand what Ted Hughes has tried to specify in the poem The Laburnum Top. The core theme of the poem shows us the repaying relationship between a laburnum tree and a goldfinch bird. The poet describes how the laburnum tree is pretty quiet in the yellow September light. He notices the yellow leaves of the tree and the seeds on the ground. It appears to be still, fleetingly, till a goldfinch bird perches on its branch. The poet witnesses the tree comes to life as soon as the bird starts chirping. Upon the arrival of the mother goldfinch, the tree and the nestlings start chirping and become alive. The bird keeps flying in and out to feed her young one. Thus, when she leaves, the tree once again dons its elusive silence. The poet begins the poem by describing how the leaves of the tree are yellow. Moreover, he notices that the tree top is still and remains silent even in the month of September. Due to the autumn season, the tree has lost all its leaves and the seeds are on the ground. Most noteworthy, the poet uses yellow to describe both the leaves' color and the sunlight. Over here, yellow represents death and beauty. Thus, he uses this color and describes the whole setting perfectly. After that, he notices that the death-like scene of the tree comes to an end when a goldfinch bird perches on it. The tree makes a sudden chirp sound upon the bird's arrival. He compares the quickness, speed, and alertness of the bird to that of a lizard. When she starts moving towards the thickness of the branch, the nestlings start chirping and flapping their wings. Thus, due to this movement, the tree also starts shaking and thrilling. Thus, we notice how the poet gives two contrasting scenarios while describing the tree. First was that it was death-like, and then it gains life after the bird lands on it. Further, the poet finally realizes that the goldfinch bird and the tree are the engines of her family. When she brings food for the little birdies, she moves to the end of the other branch. He describes the bird's appearance. It has a striped face which is dark in color. After that, her body is yellow and thus blends in with the yellow leaves of the tree. Finally, after reaching the branch end, she makes a rather sweet chirping sound. The poet compares this sound to whispering as she flies away in the limitless sky. Thus, after the bird leaves the tree, the laburnum tree once again becomes silent and death-like. To sum up the laburnum top, we learn about the sweet and nurturing relationship between the tree and the bird and how they play such important roles in their life. So basically, the poet is trying to say that life is a process of exchange and transformation. People are alive because they undergo exchange of energy. The goldfinch transforms the tree and makes it alive. Without the goldfinch and chicks, the laburnum is just another tree.